Colleagues, greetings. We will begin our working day and invite spokesperson of the administration of the President on IT issues, Colonel Lysenko. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. During the previous day, the situation in ATO area a bit stabilized. The number of provocational shellings upon our positions by illegal military formations reduced. At the same time, the enemy doesn't stop to use heavy weaponry and high-caliber artillery, mortars, and armored vehicles, including tanks. As a result, ATO forces always keep the right to open the fire to answer as a part of Minsk agreements and the key events in ATO area during the day and night that passed. Towards Mariupol, the only point of clashes was in Shirokina. At night, last night, the enemy opened fire upon our positions and they used small arms and then they started to use mortars and artillery. Towards Donetsk, the biggest, the most active battles were near airport Marinka and Krasnohorivka. I have to say that snipers of the enemy become more active. They are in village Sparta and they're trying to hit our military men on northern positions. Near around Horlivka it was quiet, though there was some shooting from using small arms and mortars. It was Luhansk. Periodic fires were on the whole line. The most disquiet situation was in Krymsk last night, where the enemy used BMP and 120mm mortars. Yesterday in ATO area, in the air, we monitored 3 drones of the enemy. And during the last day, as a result of military activities and provocations, we don't have casualties and 6 soldiers got wounded. Supporters of pro-Russian militants receive good punishment for their crimes, and Pavlograd's court of Dnipropetrovsk region sentenced the former work of Selidov penitentiary institution in cooperation with militants, and he will spend 8 years in a prison, and SBU arrested him in February this year. It was found that he was recruited by gangs DNR member Malay, and to whom he informed on dislocation of equipment and a number of soldiers. Militants used that information in order to use artillery and on the positions of ATO. Ukrainian police prevent all the efforts of illegal traffic of double-use goods, and evil-thinking people, they were trying to use those goods that are used in aviation and in production T-90, those are Russian new tanks, and there are joint trainings of Ukrainian and American-Ukrainian trainers, and yesterday the second stage, Fearless Guardian 2015, has started yesterday. The main goal is to improve the level of special preparation of National Guards. According to the standards of NATO, the soldiers demonstrate high morale and they're ready to handle all tasks. So Ukrainian patriots continue providing assistance to our military men. Local volunteers provided to the countrymen a sauna on wheels, and it has showers, it has laundry, and heaters, water heaters, and also charity organization from Sumy. They sent it to ATO, re-equipped for mobile sauna. This is, and it has all the conditions for comfortable rest. International community supports Ukraine and help IDPs. Yesterday in Kiev, there was a ceremony of providing 360 tons of Polish-German humanitarian assistance for IDPs who left their houses because of Russian aggression in the east of Ukraine. The cargo has food, hygiene items, sleeping bags, blankets, tourist beds, medicine and school items for kids. Also, there is a planned rotation of military men who fight for independence of Ukraine against Russian aggression, and Vinnytsia police unit during a month they were in 80 all. They returned back without any losses, and 140 members of regional police they were met by friends and families, and in 80 all 1,400 Vinnytsia policemen participated, and also policemen from Sumy region went to the east. Their main task to patrol the streets, to be on duty on checkpoints, and to help to uncover crimes. This time among policemen we have 3 women who will participate, who will be together with our colleagues men. And today it's the 1 year since that day when Andriy Lysenko got into prison, and illegal keeping her in Russia. It was proven by her lawyers and experts. Despite many months hunger, the high name of hero of Ukraine made it of an MP, Russian authorities refused to liberate her, as many others political prisoners of Ukraine. This is all. If you have any question, you're welcome. Thank you. Introduce yourself. Channel 5, you told that the situation has stabilized. What does it say? Is it quiet before a storm? And could it become stable as a consequence of what was yesterday in Minsk? The contact group had a meeting, but Ukrainian positions proposals were not accepted yesterday. The meeting, 3 trilateral meeting in Minsk, and there was that had influence on the situation in the east of Ukraine. There were a lot of expectations from that meeting, but despite the fact that they have not made any key decision, they achieved an agreement about to continue. That work will continue to work, and quite soon they will get together. Ukrainian side expressed a number of concrete proposals, and they will be taken into account by these parties. That meeting in Minsk can be linked to reduction of shelling in ATO. We can, but there is no direct evidence. We can only guess that negotiation process for the time of negotiations and the number of clashes and attacks has reduced. That's why we believe that the meeting in Minsk and Minsk agreements, that is the main ground on which we can continue negotiations, and we can improve our position. So we hope and we are confident that the negotiation process in Minsk will help us to stabilize the situation in Donbass, and then to solve it. In order to have peace there, and they will come under control of Ukrainian authorities after the border with Russian Federation will come under control of Ukrainian border guards, and together with on the first together with international observers of OSCE. Coming back to the first question, what's destabilization? What does it mean? Should we expect new attacks in Mariinka? And about prisoners, according to Minsk agreements, all agreements have expired. All time frames expired. So, how many prisoners are there? And we don't have clear explanation why number of shells reduced, but Mariinka, Krasnohorivka, one other hottest points on in Donbass. But that reduction can be connected to negotiation process in Minsk. As to swapping prisoners, it was supposed to happen, but it did not. That's why we continue negotiations, and we insist on we'll insist on having it as soon as possible. And about 270 of our soldiers are prisoners or militants. 270. When were you supposed to swap all for all? Who delays this process? Other negotiations with the militants. The main reason is within militants. They don't have accurate information how many Ukrainians are there, not only military men, but also there are just common people, journalists and businessmen. And we have a lot of information. They just arrest people who don't want to work for militants. They just keep them and they force them to work for them. The problem is in militants, and they don't want to cooperate. The process of swapping them is very slow. Only 9 were liberated from prison last month, but we will demand to have it as soon as possible. Thank you, colleagues. Any question? No. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Colleagues, our next event will be at 2 o'clock.